When you walked across the room and asked me to dance with you, you said, "You're the one I choose." I couldn't believe it, like you weren't just passing by. No. You looked me in my eyes, and I found my paradise. Oh, you are my paradise. We've made some memories, yeah. We've got some history. If we told them everything, they'd never believe it. So many loves out there, but none of them can compare to this sacred space we share. Oh, I'm dancing away my cares. I'm not leaving. Um, that was Maverick City. Now, if I just heard those songs playing on our radio with no context, to me they're just love songs. And it's kind of gross for another dude to be singing this to, yeah, many of them are singing to Jesus, who's a guy, or they're singing to God, who is also a male. And it's kind of inappropriate. I'm not going to feel comfortable singing those songs. And our worship music shouldn't sound exactly like some sappy love song asking God to romance us and dance with us, and you'll see later sway and all of this other stuff. But that last one was brought to us by Maverick City, which is a perfect time to go ahead and talk about Maverick City. They were on some award show. I think it was maybe the Grammys. And well, the tribute consisted of Takeoff's former bandmate, Quavo. They actually did a performance, performing a medley of Quavo's song "Without You," which he wrote in tribute to Takeoff's passing. And "See You Again" by Wiz Khalifa, and Charlie Puth. The tribute contained lyrics referencing the blunts they smoked, or the big blunts they smoked together, and when they didn't have their crap together. So here we have Maverick City, really large praise and worship team, performing on stage at one of the most satanic occult ceremony award shows that gets broadcast, with secular occult rap artists talking about smoking blunts and getting their crap together. Another words used there. So it's really becoming of a praise and worship team, but it's just a symptom of the leadership that we've already been looking at. Now, again, with Maverick City, the hits just don't stop, because here's their drummer on X, formerly known as Twitter, saying men shouldn't be making laws about women's bodies. So their drummer, good old Harold here, is a supporter of abortion. And that right there should be all you need to know about him. He's not supporting the things of God. He is supporting the things of the world. He's supporting the murdering of infants. And he's the drummer of a band that's also supporting the occult music industry by performing their ungodly music with them, just to get, their foot in the door on the scene and make a lot of money. But Maverick City seems to have an issue to where they just keep aligning themselves with the wrong kind of people. And you would think that after one time, you're like, oh, maybe we should look at these people's values a little better. But surely after the second time, we're like, yeah, we've got to make some changes. But we're going to see here several instances to where they've just aligned themselves with the wrong people. First, it was Dante Bowe, who praised Lil Nas X, who's one of the satanic gay rappers at the beginning of the video and the trailer, praised Bad Bunny, posted a video of himself in a party bus partying to Bad Bunny's music. If you guys know anything at all about Bad Bunny, it's bad music, very inappropriate, filled with profanity, sexual innuendo. And he was let go by Maverick City, to their credit. Congratulations, you did something right. Well, we got Chandler Moore, who was let go by Maverick City after posting inappropriate photos of his wife twerking on him in public, among other inappropriate social media posts. Again, this is to the credit of Maverick City. But it's like, we just can't learn from our mistakes, because then we're going to partner with Kirk Franklin. And this is where things just go off the rails. This guy is as bad as they come. Something's happened to the man. He's a far cry from what he was back in his days when he released Stomp. And even then, it was only to your taste whether you really liked that kind of music or not. But since then, he's started sporting dresses and wearing makeup and all that fun stuff. I am going to see real quick if I can get this video to play. I've got a video that really shows why it's an issue to be partnering with somebody like this and let them on your stage. It's a real problem. It's taking a minute to load, but it looks like it is trying to load into the studio. But you go through Dante, you go through Chandler, and it's always inappropriate things, sexual things that they can't get away from. And then they turn to this guy here, wearing a dress, wearing makeup. And this is at one of his Christian concerts. This is the way the man danced at his Christian concert, guys. It just doesn't get any more clear what's on his mind, what he's glorifying, what it is that he is trying to bring about. Check this out. Now, does that look remotely Christian to any of you guys in the audience? I'll go ahead and answer for probably a majority of us. That's far from Christian. Oh, Phil Henry, you hit the nail on the head, brother. Absolutely evil. These people, the Kundalini spirit always turns the person operating in it feminine, because their God is an androgynous God, both male and female. And we've got to blur the lines of male and female when we operate in this spirit as much as possible. And we're going to see even more why do I keep saying the Kundalini spirit? Why are they operating in this spirit? Well, we're going to see that very clearly in just a moment. But Maverick City, man, I mean, they can't get it together. They keep partnering with the wrong person after the wrong person after the wrong person, performing with secular music. It's ungodly. And there must be a change within Christianity. It is a call to all of those who call themselves Christians. Let's step away. Let's distance ourselves from these things and pursue true biblical Christianity. Let me get this on here with our next artist. I want to be fair and cover the spectrum here with Semler, or Grace Baldridge is her real name. She's a gay Christian artist. Her song hit the top 10 on the Christian and gospel charts. She's proud to have written the gayest worship song ever, according to her own words. And she wants to help other queer Christians, see, I can't even say these words together, help other queer Christians be heard. Because obviously nobody can be heard, still here in 2024. They don't have a voice. They're marginalized, all that garbage that they teach and preach. So yeah, we have several oxymorons here, such as gay Christian, gayest worship song. I agree, Jeff. There is no such thing. This is disgusting to me, and it has nothing to do with her as a person or her choices. It is the fact that rather than saying, hey, I'm a broken person, I know I need to change, I know I need deliverance, God help me, God set me aside, let's restore me where I need to be. No, we're going to push forward, and we are going to help push the LGBTQ agenda into mainstream Christianity, to where, just like everything else, it becomes acceptable. And this next one may be a shocker for some of the people listening. I think most of my audience, my core audience, is going to be like, oh, yeah, I already knew that. But let's talk about Amy Grant. She's a very prominent Christian artist who fully supports the LGBTQ. And she recently performed what they call a marriage ceremony for a gay family member. Now, she's come out very vocal on her stance for this, and she says love is love, and she can't imagine somebody telling her who she could or couldn't love. So she is going to help share the love of Christ by bringing attention to the bigotry within Christianity and begin to support the Rainbow Mafia here. Which is a perfect segue into naturally our next artist. We have Amy Grant here, so why not have Flamey Grant? Yeah, guys, this is not made up. Flamey Grant is a trans Christian artist who performs covers of Amy Grant songs. And this man here, attended the Dove Awards, the Christian Dove Awards, with other prominent Christian artists, such as some of these. You've got Dan Hasseltine from Jars of Clay. If any of you are my age, you remember Jars of Clay. They were a huge Christian band a while back. Plum, who fully supports the rainbow agenda. Kevin Max of DC Talk not only supports the gay agenda, he is completely deconstructed from faith altogether and is now a questioning atheist. You got Reliant K, a very popular Christian kind of pop rock band that a lot of young kids liked several years ago. And then here we have Derek Webb from Caedmon's Call, a very prominent Christian band many people are familiar with, in a dress, no less, hanging out with Semler, who wrote the gayest worship song and is proud of it, and hanging out with this man dressed as a woman, Flamey Grant, who has topped the Christian charts, by the way, if that gives you any indicator as to where we are in Christianity. And then moving right along, we've got Lecrae. He's a Christian rapper who attends worldly concerts that's filled with sexual innuendo and graphic profanity. He supports the gay rapper Lil Nas X, and he no longer wants to be called a Christian artist. Imagine that. Imagine him wanting to distance himself from Christianity when this is what you're involved in, and this is what you support, and this is what you're doing. Guys, it doesn't bring me any joy to talk about some of the very people that I used to listen to and actually enjoy their music as a clean alternative to what the world had to offer. But as we can see, leadership from pastors, like we've talked about before, has produced corrupt Christian music by artists who have no clue what's morally acceptable within Christianity. It is sad. And the list keeps going because Lauren Daigle, very popular in worship there for a few years ago for sure. And she's just not sure if homosexuality is a sin. You know, she went on the Ellen show, performed with her Rolling Stones or whatever song that is. I thought that was a satanic rock band, but she got a song, Rolling Stones. I guess it's a loose parody of, you know, when the stone was rolled away from Jesus's tomb, even though you're never going to really get that from the song. And her backup dancers shaking and, you know, moving their hips to the music, which, you know, Ellen ate it up. She loved it. But then when Lauren was asked about her own views, she had this to say, guys, in her own words. That way I'm not just trying to make something up. I like to bring proof for every claim that I make. So let's check this out.
In a recent interview, Grammy and Dove Award winner Lauren Daigle was asked her opinion about homosexuality.
Do you feel that homosexuality is a sin?
You know what? I can't honestly answer on that. I have too many people that I love that they are homosexual. I don't know. I can't say one way or the other. I'm not God. So when people ask questions like that, that's what my go-to is. I just say read the Bible and find out for yourself. And when you find out, let me know, because I'm learning too.
Well, Lauren, that is a good advice to read your Bible and find out for yourself. And I would echo that advice back to you. If you're going to be on stage leading people in worship and getting invited to worship services to open for those things, maybe you should have at least a loose understanding of what Scripture says about very clear and plain sinful lifestyles, sinful actions. Let's get a little bit of Bible understanding under our belt before we try to lead others. It's sad, and it's she knows better. It's a go-to cop-out answer. I've got so many people that I love who are gay. I can't think. Well, it doesn't really matter what you think. It matters what God says. And I don't know. Read the Bible for yourself, and when you find out, let me know. I found out. I read it. God calls it an abomination. So the next time you're asked the question, maybe you'll be able to answer that. Maybe you've read it for yourself since then. But guys, we're going to talk about Bethel Church now, and this is going to begin to bring things to a close and bring it full circle to the Kundalini spirit that is at work within what passes for Christianity these days. Bethel Church is just a train wreck of a church. And I want to start off by looking at some of their lyrics real quick. Right here, lyrics from We Dance. You steady me, slow and sweet, we sway. Take the lead and I will follow. Finally ready now to close my eyes and just believe that you won't lead me where you don't go. Here in your arms, you still my heart again, and I breathe you in like I've never breathed till now. You spin me round and round and remind me of that song, the one you wrote for me, and we dance. Oh, we dance. Oh, we dance, we dance. Oh, we dance, just you and me. Do you think they dance? And do you think any straight man is going to be comfortable singing this song in any church setting?